Hello, welcome to Homesteading Northwest Florida. Today is September 5th, 2024, and it is about 11 o'clock in the afternoon. And it is, what is it here now? We're going to have some cool day. We went from 98 degrees, I believe September 1st or 2nd. It was 98 degrees and blazing sun to about 79, 78 degrees at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're supposed to get like a week's worth of rain here. Rainy and kind of cloudy every day. But anyhow, I'm going to do a little bit about the fertilizer that I've been using because it works. Now, this is the Master Blend 4-1838. And I put like half a tablespoon in this, what is this? 3.2 gallon container with a half a tablespoon of this acid Miracle-Gro, acid lover Miracle-Gro. And now the Miracle-Gro, I believe, has the Epsom salt in it. So that is what activates the Master Blend. And then I let it sit until it, and I found that the peppers do not like cold water. They like the temperature of the, not screaming cold. So spraying them down with cold water, they kind of start their transpiration where the leaves wilt. And the leaves will wilt a lot. It's like, wow, these leaves are really wilting. And I was using the Flower Blend Miracle-Gro. And the Miracle-Gro are a salt-based fertilizer. So I've found that the soil can get too salty and, you gotta switch it out and repot things with fresh soil. And then also what I do is, because we have cutworms around here, is I will take the BT. I just ordered a different brand that gives you more for your money. But this is the Southern Ag, and you have to keep that refrigerated, especially down here where it gets 98, 100 degrees. And so I keep this a little in my refrigerator with this and take a little bit out and put it in my watering can. And I also have a spray bottle, regular spray bottle, that I spray everything down for the moths and the caterpillars. Like whenever you see those little yellow butterflies, well, then you got issues. And I've pulled quite a few worms off of plants, especially tomato plants. They'll, be right on those tomato plants, those hornworms, tomato hornworms. But anyhow, that's also we get what is here in the South, we get what's called cutworms, where you'll be growing seedlings and they'll just get cut off and you'll be like, what happened to my seedling? It was perfect yesterday. So there's cutworms in the soil. So what I'm going to do today with this mixture, and it's pure BT, about an ounce or so, with my 3.2 gallons of water, is I'm going to water my containers that I have filled with new soil out of the compost pit. So that's going to get cutworm treatment with the BT. But anyhow, now I grew 3 Macintosh apple trees, seedlings today, but there's actually more in each pot, whatever came up. But these were some beautiful apples that had like a pinky, white flesh with pinky around the core. And we'll see what the trees can eventually produce. Boy, it's going to take a while. And then this shorter tree is from a Granny Smith apple. And I have heard that the Granny Smith trees are smaller. But I'd love to see a apple tree flower. But I am not putting it in the ground. I had cherry trees that I put in the ground, and I might have not had perfect soil, and I'd say put 1/4 inch hardware cloth in that hole around here, you know. And I've got, these are some pepper seedlings where I just threw a pepper core in there. This is bok choy and a tomato that I think I cut off. I don't know if that's going to make it. And I don't know if it's going to be warm enough for a lot of these peppers to keep on producing. But anyhow, these are lemon seeds right here. I just planted from a lemon out of the refrigerator that I drank the lemon juice one morning and said, oh, there's a lot of seeds. So yeah, they will sprout here, but it is kind of a plant that I have one here, and every winter it will get beaten back. This is a lemon tree with thorns. And every winter it gets all the, you know, pretty much down to nothing. And, you know, that's what happens with lemon trees. So those ones I will be potting in a big pot and hopefully bringing them inside if I have room. Now, I planted another couple different kinds of peppers, and I think this is one of them. And I think the stem tells you that. The stem has a little red here. These are supposed to be red when they're mature, and they're a little bit different looking than my other peppers that I have planted, and hopefully they'll have enough heat to really produce. And I think they know right now they better start producing, because it's getting cooler. Because a couple of these other ones, I think I might have planted the different ones in this front bed, and they really took on some extreme heat. This is like a full sun bed here. That's why this bok choy, here's a turnip, but this bok choy is just like terrible here. Plus it got eaten by something. But we do have a lot of pepper plants that are producing at this time. And the mandevilla, I did overwinter that. Little tarp and plastic bag on, little tarp and plastic bag off. And that was in the same pot it was for like 2 years. So that's a tropical plant. Here are my tropical gardenia. I said tropical azalea in the last video, and that's not true. This is a tropical gardenia cuttings that really did well. I've seen these at, they were at the bank that I went to, and they've got some beautiful, lush, this tropical gardenia does well here no matter what, and that's from my big plant here that I have yet to cut these air rootings off. They're going to be terrible because I didn't get to them and have paper towels on them. We'll see what happens if those even live. Now would be the time to cut them and pot them up. But I'm almost out of pots. I'm almost out of containers. And here we have, this one kind of got so big that it fell over. And I had to stake this one. But it is a very thick stem on this pepper plant. It's like this one right there. Very thick, kind of flopped over, and I didn't really notice that it had this great big green pepper on it here. Like, this is almost as big as you'll get at the store. And I seen some red little bugs on it, so I'm gonna chop it now and get it off of there. If I can see what I'm doing here.